Yeah, peace is the goal, right? Gotta protect your energy, stay aligned, gotta keep your crystals close and your discomfort on mute. Because nothing says breakthrough like ignoring your calling while drinking overpriced tea and calling itself help. Ooh, warning, warning. This message may trigger every coping mechanism you've disguised as clarity. Side effects include mood swing conviction, identity displacement, and feeling like Abuelita just smacked the back of your skull with something sacred. Let's get right to the raw and uncooked. This is for the sealed, the ones who feel most alive when the silence hits hardest. So if you're here to be comfortable, this ain't your corner. Keep it pushing. If you're here to remember what obedience sounds like, even when it don't feel good, welcome home. You see, most people aren't calm. They're spiritually sedated. They've confused absence of chaos for alignment, when really, they just haven't been challenged in a while. Peace. Peace has become the drug of choice. And false peace, oof, that is the high they keep chasing to avoid the withdrawals of truth. But here's the puncture. If your calm don't carry conviction, it's not peace. It's a loop. You've built the sanctuary out of delay. You've decorated your prison cell with vision boards and worship playlists. And you've called the lack of movement balance. But here's what we call it on the Do You rules. The source. We call it God. You can call it root, origin, creator, architect, or whatever. But the source don't bless stillness that protects fear. You keep calling it rest, but you're hiding from the very pattern that's begging to be interrupted. Because the real signal ain't always a sign. Sometimes it's that tightening in your chest when the scroll won't satisfy you anymore. That moment you sit in silence and your excuses start to sound like somebody else's voice. Let's cut the bullshit. You ain't overwhelmed. You're under obedient. And comfort. Whew. Comfort's just a fake hug from a system that don't want you to remember. You are divine. Let me ask you, you ever been so numb, you start calling it peace, so still, you mistake it for strength? Yeah, that's the trap. And somewhere between the incense, the prayer, and the old bodega radio in the background, the spirit whispered, stop calling your delay alignment. So let's make this change and let's accept this challenge. This week, I want you to track the moment you flinched. Not when it got hard, not when it got loud, but when it got too quiet. That moment you delayed the message, paused the progress, and called it processing. I want you to go back to that. Go back and revisit the silence. Sit in it. Don't escape it. Do not run from it. And when your system starts searching for comfort, interrupt it with obedience, not to feel better, not to be seen, but because the loop ends when you respond without applause. Here's your reminder. So listen real close. You were not built for quiet survival. You were coded for loud remembrance. You don't need a softer life. You need a covenant that don't flinch. Real peace ain't aesthetic. It's obedient. So fix your face, fold your ego, and move like the one who don't need proof. Because the pattern already recognized your authority. Run your code. Return to source. Own the system or be erased by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.